Alrighty folks, well today is a video about how to answer the most annoying question you're ever going to come across if you are delivering a workshop, a presentation, or an information session to your audience, right? So in today's video, I'm going to answer that question of how do you answer the question of what time are we finishing? What time are we finishing? Now, if you are someone that runs workshops or even you're running conferences or anything like that, occasionally you'll get one learner that has maybe got outside engagements going on, right? And they will, pull you aside at a break time, or maybe even they'll throw their hand up and say, trainer, what time are we finishing? What time are we finishing? Now, it's a very valid question because as a learner, you want to know the answer to the question. However, generally what we find is that all the learners will generally have an agenda for the day, or they'll know that the session will go from 9 till 5 or 8 to 3 or whatever the session parameters are, right? But occasionally there'll be a learner, a student, that'll say, what time are we finishing? Because they've got something else they need to get to, right? And maybe there's been moments where previous days you finished earlier than 4 o'clock or earlier than 5 o'clock. So suddenly they have a belief, oh, maybe we're finishing early today, all right? So we need to appreciate though that if you answer that question, such as, oh, we're gonna finish at 2 o'clock, or if we push through, we're gonna finish at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever it is, right? You need to understand, as soon as you say a time, they will hold you against it. As soon as you say any number at all, they're going to have in the back of their mind, oh, we're going to finish at X time. And then if you accidentally go over time, they're going to go, you're a liar. You changed your position. Just an Australian joke there, right? But we need to appreciate that you cannot create false hope or false expectation. And the best way to actually answer the question is, Bill, thanks for the question. I'm really glad you asked. Bill, it seems like you have a reason for asking that question. Bill, is there something else that you need to get to, or something that you're trying to schedule into your day? And then Bill will go, oh yeah, actually I've got a medical appointment for my daughter, or yeah, I've got to have a conversation with my boss, or yeah, I've got to have a meeting with someone. And that's when you can say, fantastic, really, thank you so much for sharing that. To be honest, probably what you need to do is take care of that thing, and if you need to step out of the room, just go take care of that. That's totally fine. But what I can't do is promise a particular time, because I don't actually know how long it's going to take the rest of us here today to get through certain things, right? So all I can say at this point is, I don't know what time we're going to finish, but if you need to take care of something, totally fine. If you need to step out early or go take care of something, that's totally fine, right? What that allows you to do is empower the learner to take care of what they need to take care of, but also what you want to say is, Bill, I want you to connect with me tomorrow morning or even at the end of today, and shoot me an email and we can have a chat about how you are planning to catch up on what you missed today, all right? Because you, as the trainer, presenter, coach, facilitator, mentor, do not want to take ownership over what's not been done. That is their responsibility to catch up on, right? And generally what we find is that this question will only come up from the people that have not really emotionally invested in the training and have not been able to prioritize your training over any other events in their lives, right? You want to really instill the idea that if they're in your training, this should be their number one priority, right? But we all need to appreciate people have lives, people have things that they're navigating, which is totally fine. But you want to instill in them that this week or today or this hour right now, their focus really should be what you're teaching and what you're training, right? So that's how to answer that question. And it's simply, Bill, I don't know. I really don't know what time we're finishing today. It really depends on how quickly or smoothly we move through the things that we're going to move through, right? However, you could expect that we're going to finish by X time and we're not going to go over time, all right? That's how to handle the most annoying question you're ever going to get. What time are we finishing? Thanks for watching, team. We'll see you on the next one. Spread the message wide. How do I answer the question? What time are we finishing? My name is Mark Miles, helping you become an even better trainer, facilitator, coach, and mentor as you go out there and share your message. Thanks for watching, team. See you on the next one.